What's up everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. So today we're gonna be working again and hopefully for the last time on my girlfriend's car, the Fiat Punto. So today we're going to be changing its brake discs and brake pads and also a couple of tie rods on the front. But before we get to work, let me show what I have bought for the car. Here it is, all the things that I have bought. We have the brake pads with all the accessories that it needs, the tie rods, here it is, the other one is the same, and the brake discs. These suckers are heavy. Here it is. But let me not just show you the things I bought for the car, let me show you this tool that I have bought also. This tool is awesome. It serves as a bench, as it is right now, and also serves as a, I don't know what you call it, but to go under the car. Like this, it serves two purposes, and it was very cheap, under $50, in my case 45 euros. For what it does, it is a very cool piece. So that's it, let's start to work, and hopefully it all goes well. So see you in a bit. So now that the car is lifted up, let's start with the job. First of all, we need to take out two caps that are in the back of the caliper that holds the two bolts that are holding the caliper in place. So let's get the screwdriver and take them both off. That's done. Now let's take the two bolts off. There it is, the two bolts are off. Now, the next thing is try to take the caliper off. It's been sitting there a couple of years, so it might be difficult. Let's do it. Before we take the caliper off, we need to take the bracket that is holding it in place. That is right here on the side. You just push it out with the help of a screwdriver and it will come out. There it is, it's out. Now let's try the caliper. There it is out. Don't forget to take out the cable that is right here. It's a cable for the sensor that tells you when the brake pads are worn. Let's take that out gently, put it aside. Let's put the caliper resting in the shock. So there it is, the caliper is off. Let's take the brake pad that is connected to the piston and the cable with it. This one has just come out. You can see it's pretty warm, but it's not in the minimum. But we are doing this to change the brake disc because those are a little bit worse. So let's take the other brake pad off. And here it is. It was almost in the sensor, so it was about time to change these brake pads. They were pretty worn. I can compare it with the new ones. Let me get them. So here it is. These are the new ones. As you can see, the difference is great. These ones are ready to go to the bin because they are really worn off. But before we change the new brake pads, we need to change the disc. So let's try and get the bracket for the brake caliper off first. I already poured some penetrating fluid so the bolts can come out easily. Let's see. So let me get the screwdriver and try to take them off. The bolts are off. That was difficult. They were there for many years. So now that they are off, let's take the caliper holder off. Now that the caliper is all off, let's try to take the disc out so we can change it. After over an hour of struggle to get the two bolts that hold the disc out, they are finally loose. Well, there was one of them that were particularly seized in. I need to get that grinder just to pull it out. It was a struggle, but at least it's out. I was to almost give up, but I didn't. Glad that I didn't. Hard work paid off, so let's take the disc out. And there it is. The disc is finally out. I am glad that the new brake discs come with two new bolts, because this bolt is gone. The head of the bolt is no more. And the disc also. You can see I have to grind it here so I can put a wrench on the bolts to turn it. So as you can see, the disc is very worn and full of rust. So let's clean up all the surfaces. But before we put the new disc, I need to change the tie rods while they are accessible. Hopefully those bolts are not as seized in as this little one here that almost ruined my day. So let's go. tie rod is out. Let's change it to the new one. They are virtually the same, but this one has more cushion, so it makes the ride easier. So let's put the new one in. But before we put the new one in, we're going to clean up the surface of contact and put a little anti-seize, so in the future it can come off very easily and it will not gain any rust. So let's clean it up. So the tie rod is in place. I kept the old nuts so that the distances are all the same. So so it doesn't need a new lineup on the wheels. So now let's clean all the surface so we can put the new disc on. Before we put the new bolts in, I'm going to put a little bit of this product so they won't come off while we are driving the car. Just a little bit, because if I put too much then it will be very difficult to take off, like it was for me. So just a little bit on the tip of the bolt, and that's it. It will be enough so that the bolt just won't budge while we are driving the car. So the disc is on. Now let's do the brake caliper. Before we put the caliper in, I'm going to clean out all the contact surfaces so we can lubricate them later, and so the pads don't make a noise. Let's clean it up with a brush and then put it on place. So the bracket is on, it's torqued to 110 Newton meters, it's good to go. The next thing to do is retract the piston to its original spot and clean up the contact surfaces, and finally change the brake pads. So let's finish it up. So finally, that is it, all done, all torqued up to spec, all clean, ready to put the wheel in. But before we put the wheels, let's do the other side and then finish all up and finally bleed the brakes. It's a two-person job. I'm waiting for my girlfriend. So let's do the other side and then we'll bleed the brakes and the job is done. Let's do it. Now that both sides are done, let's bleed the brakes and finish the job. I have the help of my girlfriend that's inside the car, so let's do this procedure. I do not have the vacuum pump to bleed the brakes by myself, so we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. So let's start the car, please. The bleeder is right here. It has a little cap, just push it out. That's it. With the wrench, turn it 180 degrees. Press the brakes. That's good. Turn off the car. That's it. Does not need to be a lot of fluid out. It's just to take the air that's inside of the hose because we push the piston back and it can make air bubbles. So now that that is done, let's put the wheels, lower the car and be done. So that's it guys, the job is done. Finally, it was a pain in the butt, but it's done, it's finished, the car is ready. So that will be all for this video. I have checked the level on the brake fluid, it's very important, it was right on the spot, so I didn't need to add any new fluid. So that's it, let's end this video right here. Hope you guys have liked the content. If you like it, please leave a like and a sub, and see you in the next one.